FCSAA State Tournament is in conjunction with the NJCAA District Tournament and is hosted by the Treasure Coast Sports Commission, Indian River County, Historic Dodger Town, and Indian River State College. A special thanks to the many volunteers that work hard to put this first-class event on. Now let's meet the teams who will do battle in game number 21. First, the visitors on the scoreboard and located in the first base dugout. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Buccaneers from Florida Southwest College. Batting first and playing second base, number 4, Marta Fuentes. Batting second and playing center field, number 1, Krisa Bolandi. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 14, Michaela Reajico. Batting fourth to DH, number 3, Kayla Rangiawa. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 6, Holly-Ann Dorn. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 2, Grayson Gladden. Batting seventh and catching, number 12, Molly Rourke. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 13, Savannah Rapalek. Batting ninth and playing third base, number 23, Samantha Luckett. And the flex and pitching is number 20, Courtney Gettens. And the head coach of the 48-12 Buccaneers, Coach Robert Lamori. Now the home team on the scoreboard and located in the third base dugout. Let's meet the Lady Indians from Chipola College. Batting first and playing center field, number 11, Dana Edmondson. Batting second and playing right field, number 5, Gabriela Santos. Batting third and catching, number 8, Madison Reagan. Batting fourth and playing second base, number 14, Naleli Lopez. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 10, Brianna Sorrento. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, number 12, Courtney Davis. Batting seventh, your designated hitter, number 23, Lexi Vasper. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 25, Brooke Williams. Batting ninth and playing third base, number 17, Ashley Morris. Your flex and pitching, number 6, Ilona Andriga. And the head coach of the 32 and 16 Lady Indians, coaches Belinda and Jimmy Hendricks. The umpires for today's game, working the bases, will be Percy Wilson and Alan Friedman. Working behind the plate is Tyler Riggs. Gentlemen, we thank you for your contributions to amateur athletics. Let's play ball. I'll tell you, and I'm sorry, but I did not know this. Last night there was a ball hit back to the pitcher, which the pitcher dropped. And I said, well, that's an error on the pitch. And both Bryce and Gail, I guess.
And welcome back. Winners bracket time here at the FCSAA State Tournament. To give you some lineups for this game between Florida Southwestern State College and Chipola College. First for the visitors, the Buccaneers from Florida Southwestern State College. Leading off, playing second base, number 4, Marta Fuentes. Batting second, the center fielder, number 1, Krisa Bulinati. Batting third, the shortstop, number 14, Michaela Werejico. Batting fourth, the designated player, number 3, Kayla Rangiafa. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 6, Holly-Ann Dorn. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 2, Grayson Gladden. Batting 7th, the catcher number 12, Molly O'Rourke. Batting 8th, the right fielder number 13, Savannah Ritalik. And batting 9th, third baseman number 23, Samantha Luckett. Pitching today for Southwest Florida State College, number 20, Courtney Gettins. So Marta Fuentes will get things started for the Buccaneers. I'd like to thank the Vero Beach Inn and Suites for their contributions. That's where we're staying this weekend. It's very nice. And if you're in the area, make sure you look them up online. If you're looking for a hotel room, or call 772-567-8321. They've got a sports bar there. They've got a restaurant. They've got a huge pool, little tiki bar, lots of space to lounge around the pool. A really good location, just a quarter mile from I-95. They have new smart TVs in every room, a fitness center, bocce court. Anything and everything you could desire out of a hotel when you're staying near the beach. Vero Beach Inn and Suites. Two-one count to Fuentes from the Chipola College pitcher. Iona Andringa from the Netherlands is the pitcher. So, number 23 is catching. And number 8 is now the OP. So they make that change. It gives them some flexibility. That one slapped right back to the pitcher. Gathers it in, but Fuentes beats it out. So a base knock infield hit for Fuentes. So Kriza Bulanati will now bat. Bulanati has had a good tournament so far. Got 56 steals on the season. The runner out there at first has 51. Over 250 steals for Florida Southwestern this year. So when they get on the base paths, they like to take off. Bulanati from Winter Haven, Florida, went to Lake Region High School. There's a bunt. Foul. Catcher, number 23, Lexi Bassford for Chipola. Get you their starting lineup here momentarily, where they're lined up in the outfield from left to right. Left field, number 25, Brooke Williams. Center field, number 11, Dana Edmondson. Right field, number 5, Gabriela Santos. In the infield, third base, 17, Ashley Morris. Shortstop, number 12, Courtney Davis. Pitch is outside. The runner takes off. And out. Threw her out. And Marta Fuentes, that is only the third time all season she's been caught stealing. 51 steals, 3 caught stealing. So that erases the runner at first. Count 1-1 on the batter Bulanati. Pitch outside, ball 2. So to finish the infield alignment, we got caught off guard there by that stolen base attempt. Shortstop, 12, Courtney Davis. Second base, number 14, Naleli Lopez. And at first base, Brianna Sorrento. Pitching is Iona Andringa, and the catcher is Lexi Bassford. Offensive player, Madison Reagan for Chipola College. 2-2, 1 out, nobody on. Bulanati batting. Winner's bracket game here at the FCSAA State Softball Tournament. I'm Scott Jamison bringing you all the action today. That one outside now, 3-2. That one slapped, hits, and goes foul. Comes the pitch to Bulinati. 3-2. Outside, ball 4. And that's not a player you want to walk. Bulinati has yet to be thrown out stealing. She has 56 steals, not been caught once. So if she takes off and they throw her out, it would be the first time this season. Not this year. 56 for 56 on the base paths for Bulinati. First pitch is a strike. It's a pretty good ratio. It's not bad. Well, she picks her spots, and when she goes, she knows she's going to be safe. We'll see. It's catcher already threw out Marta Fuentes, who is 51 for 54 now. She'd only been caught twice. That was the third time being caught stealing. That one on the inside corner for a strike. It's about the widest stance I've ever seen from an umpire. It's very tall, so he has to get down very low. This is Warahiko, pitch outside. Michaela Warahiko from New Zealand. Christchurch, New Zealand. That one inside. Runner takes off. Safe. 57 for 57. That one was close, though. Somewhat close, I guess. Probably closer than what she's used to. 2-2 the count to Warahiko. It is windy out here in Vero Beach. Count 2-2, 1 out. Runner at second is Bulinati. She walked and then stole second. Warahiko fouls one out of play. Chipola College, the defending FCSAA state champions. That one hit. Third baseman makes the catch. Tried to double her up. Ball was dropped, so she's safe at second. 2 outs now. So Kayla Rungiafa will now bat. Well, they throw behind Bulinati. Rungiafa is now batting, and Rungiafa, a 402 hitter with 8 home runs, 50 RBI, 11 doubles coming into the tournament, 44 runs scored. She can hit the ball, fouls that one off, and nearly hits some people that are playing. Some kids, and they're going to have to pay attention where they are located right there. That was kind of scary. That was close. And home runs have been hard to come by here at Dodgertown with this wind swirling, and team that led the state in home runs, College of Central Florida, hit 1 in 3 games, and they're gone. They're eliminated. They got outscored 19-3. In their last 2 games, and are headed back to Ocala, which is the surprise of the tournament so far. Coach Kevin Fagan had one of the more talented teams in the nation. Florida Southwestern with 3 players from New Zealand. They went all out their first year, that's for sure, with their scholarships. They got players from Minnesota, New Zealand, New York, 3 from New Zealand, 2 from New York, Kentucky, New Jersey. They're from all over. Coach Robert I. Murray, and assistant coaches Carla Powell, Jackie Traina. Of course, if you're a softball fan, you recognize the name Jackie Traina. 4-time All-American at Alabama, national champion in 2012, Women's College World Series MVP. Fouled off again. Chipola's got some international flavor on their team as well. Santos from Brazil, Andringa from the Netherlands, Nelly Lopez from Mexico, Ribeiro from Brazil. Fouled off. So Coach Murray and Coach Hendricks go all over to pull in their players. Good at bat by Rangiafa. There's another foul. Really good at bat. Jackie Traina played for Coach Murray at Naples High School, so that's where the connection is there. If you're wondering how Jackie Traina ends up at Florida Southwestern. That tidbit brought to you by Coach Chris Ahern, Santa Fe College. Thank you, Coach. That one hit out to right field. Not hit very well, and the right fielder makes the play for the 3rd out. So Chipola, after a long inning, no runs for Florida Southwestern State College, and Chipola will come to bat in the bottom half of the 1st inning. We'll be back with more from the FCSAA State NJCAA Region 8 Tournament live here in Vero Beach. You're watching on YouTube. Back in Vero Beach, historic Dodger Town. Top of the order here to start the game. Dana Edmondson, the center fielder, leading off. She's number 11, batting 2nd. The right fielder, number 5, Gabriela Santos. Batting 3rd, the offensive player. Number 8, Madison Reagan. Batting 4th, the second baseman, number 4, Natalie Lopez. Batting 5th, the first baseman, number 10, Brianna Sorrento. 6th, the shortstop, 12, Courtney Davis. First pitch in there for a strike. Gettins. Batting 7th, the catcher, number 23, Lexi Bassford. Batting 8th, the left fielder, number 25, Brooke Williams. And batting 9th, the third baseman, number 17, Ashley Morris. Count now 2-2. And the hit by pitch to start the inning for Dana Edmondson, and she's on, and Chipola with something going already. Chipola, of course, the defending FCSAA state champions. They've made a history out of winning state championships and advancing to the national tournament. They won it 2015, 2013, 2010, 2007 when they won a national championship. Following year, Santa Fe College went and nearly came away with the national championship, finishing second to Wallace Hansville. Of course, we would like to make sure that we are thanking everyone who's helped make this tournament possible. Laurel Sue Smith, Kelly Warren, Bill Hamilton, Jeff Biddle at Dodgertown, Roger doing all the stats. There's Kyle Wilson over on field 8 along with Tyler Allen on the computer. Jason Polvin and Christina Ferguson running the top cameras for us. Strike 3, and yes, strike him out, throw him out. That's a heck of a tag that was put on by the shortstop. Beautiful, beautiful tag put on. So a strike him out, throw him out situation. She is cut down. Santos strikes out looking. And now Madison Reagan will bat. She takes a strike. Pitch on the outside, just off the outside corner, I should say. Ball 1. 1-1.
They're coming to take you away, Sandy.
Pitch low and away, ball 2. Two on, 2 outs. They had to strike him out, throw him out. That cleared Dana Edmondson off the bases. Reagan fouls it back to even the count at 2-2. Courtney Gettins has pitched every inning so far for Florida Southwestern. Reagan takes a ball, now evens the count at 3-2. Full count, 2 outs. Reagan out of Cuthbert, Georgia. She hits that one. Gone. Home run. A long home run for Madison Reagan. And she runs quickly around the bases. That's what you like to see. No reason to show anybody up. Get around the bases, get home, score it. That was a bomb. The ball was thrown back in by a kid out there. And Chipola College leads 1-0. Now Natalie Lopez will bat. Lely Lopez. Sorry, I was off there for a second. Tyler was explaining to me what happened out on their field. It's so windy here that the umbrella had actually started to come loose and was hitting the camera out in center field, so he had to run out there. He's somehow not out of breath because he just ran to center field to fix the camera, fix the umbrella, and get everything squared away. That head you see in the camera, that's the center fielder, Bulinati, playing shallow and shaded towards left. She steps in a few more steps, now slides back towards true center field. Popped up, and she shaded over to where it ended up. So good defensive alignment. Florida Southwestern State gets out of the inning, but not before Madison Reagan hits a solo home run to drive in the first run of the ball game for either team. We'll be back with more due up for Florida Southwestern State. Holly Ann Dorn, Grayson Gladden, and Molly Rourke. You're watching the FCSAA State Tournament right here on YouTube. So Holly Ann Dorn will lead off for the Florida Southwestern State College Buccaneers here in the second inning. We're in the top half of the first. Madison Reagan hit a bomb for the Indians in the bottom of the first with 2 outs, a solo shot. That one bunted. Foul. Dorn steps back in, count 1-1 from Iona Andringa. A little curveball, strike 2. Dorn showing bunt. She's not going to bunt. Fouls it back. Broadcasting 3 more games today right here on FCSA Sports YouTube channel. There's strike 3. And Dringa gets the strikeout. Our first strikeout of the game. Now Grayson Gladden, left fielder, will bat. Camera jumping around out there is because of the wind. If you could see the palm trees, they are getting whipped around out there. Pitch thrown right in there for a strike. That pitch popped up. Third baseman comes in, makes the catch for the second out. Now Molly O'Rourke will bat. She homered yesterday. She has a lot of power, 13 home runs. 372 batting average. First pitch strike. And Andringa's been doing that a lot. This is a winner's bracket game. The winner will advance on to play the winner of Northwest Florida State and Seminole. That's going on field 8. You can keep an eye on that game if you want as well. That one's being broadcast by Kyle Wilson and Tyler Allen. Foul ball, strike 2. 0-2 count now. To Molly O'Rourke. Rourke ready. Andringa pitches. Rourke hammers one foul. Count remain 1-2. Florida Southwestern State had some exciting games yesterday. They scored 6 runs in the 6th inning to pull away from Jackson. 7 runs to pull away to defeat Jacksonville 12-4. There's a base knock out into left field. 2-out hit for Molly O'Rourke. Savannah Ritalik will now bat. The right fielder. Florida Southwestern then defeated Gulf Coast State College in the second round. Oh, 1, bunt laid down, foul. Savannah Ritalik batting. So there are 8 teams remaining in the tournament. The 2 teams you're watching right now are in the winner's bracket, along with Seminole and Northwest Florida. The teams remaining in the loser's bracket, Florida State College, Jacksonville, and Indian River will play at 2 o'clock right here on this field. We'll be broadcasting that game. State College of Florida and Gulf Coast State College will play at 2 on field 8. Eliminated so far are Eastern Florida State College, Polk State College, Tallahassee Community College, Daytona State College, College of Central Florida. That's the shocking one. They came in 61-3 into this tournament and got knocked out in 3 games and got outscored 19-3 in the 2 games. Swing and a miss. Actually, a tip into the glove and caught. Going to the bottom of the second. Chipola still leads 1-0. Before we go, we'll let you know who else is out. St. Pete College is out, Miami-Dade is out, and Palm Beach are out. So there are 8 teams left. We'll be down to 6 by 5 o'clock. There will be 6 teams remaining at 5 o'clock. You are watching the FCSAA State Tournament right here on YouTube. Back in Vero Beach at historic Dodger Town. Scott Jamison here with you. 1-1 count. To the first batter of the inning for Chipola College. That is Brianna Sorrento, number 10, the first baseman. That one hit off the glove of the third baseman, E5. The runner reaches via error. That's Sorrento at first base, and now Courtney Davis, the shortstop, will bat. See if Coach Hendricks has her bunting or if he's gonna, if she's gonna let her swing away in this situation. She does try to bunt. Out of play. Just a strike. Gettin's ready. Lines. Pitch. Bunt laid down. Gettin's hesitated, threw to second instead of throwing to first, and by the time she hesitated, a fielder's choice. Sacrifice. So a sacrifice laid down, and she reaches on the fielder's choice. Runners at first and second. Two on, nobody out for Chipola. They're threatening to put some runs up here early. Lexi Bassford tries to bunt and fouls it back. So strike one on Bassford. Ball outside. One count, nobody out, two on for Chipola College here in the bottom half of the second inning of this winner's bracket game with the FCSAA. That one hammered down the line and foul. Coach Hendricks is saying, hit something to right field. That's where we need it with runners at first and second. Although if you can hammer one down the line, that would work just the same. Down low now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Well, it looked like she tried to go to right field. Slowed her swing down. Tried to wait half a second and hit it to right. Jason and Christina possibly getting peppered with softballs up there. Taping from up top. First pitch strike from Gettins to Brooke Williams. Williams, the left fielder, out of Sneads, Florida, a freshman. Tries to push a bunt. They're going to call the batter out. say she was out of the box when she made contact. Coach Hendricks upset with his player. And that will be the second out. Umpire called that right away. She just got a little bit ahead of herself. And that is the second out. So now 2 down. And Ashley Morris. They'll throw behind the runner. The ball gets into center field, but the runners will have to hold up. Now it's 1-1. That first pitch was a ball, so we'll get that fixed. Now the count 1-1. Out in front. Could end the inning. Yes, the catch is made right in front of the fence, so Gettens gets out of a 2-on, no-out jam. Does not give up a run. Chipola strands 2 runners. We're going to the third. 1-0 lead for the Indians over the Buccaneers. Due up for the Buccaneers, Samantha Luckett, Marta Fuentes, and Kriza Bulanati. Number 9 hitter for the Buccaneers of Florida Southwestern State to lead off, Samantha Luckett. Luckett takes a strike from Andringa. Andringa from the Netherlands. Luckett, 203 hitter. 2 home runs, 16 RBI. 118 at bats. Luckett plays third base and plays it very well. Pitch up high. Now 1-2 the count to Luckett. Now Andringa. It's outside. One hit to third across the diamond for the out. 5-3. Marta Fuentes will bat. Fuentes singled and then was caught stealing in the first inning. Takes a pitch on the inside corner. Fuentes hits one to second. They're going to have to hurry. The ball gets away, and Fuentes will go into second. She slid into first, which might have distracted the first baseman. The ball got away. I think it's a hit and an error. And they give her a hit because she was going to beat it out anyways. That's what the official scorer says. I would agree. Hit and then an error for her advancing to second. So Bulinati will bat now. Fuentes is 2 for 2. Bulinati walked and then stole second after Fuentes was caught. Now Fuentes out there at second. Speed kills. Bulinati bunts. They're going to have to hurry. They just get Bulinati. I think she was bunting for a hit right there. Give her a sack, but I think she was bunting for a hit. And now it is up to Michaela Huerajito. Popped up to second base. Half inning over. Florida Southwestern State College strands a runner at third. That was Fuentes out there at third. And we'll go to the bottom half of the inning. Chipola will come to bat with a 1-0 lead. Due up for the Indians, top of the order, Dana Edmondson, Gabriela Santos, and Madison Reagan. Reagan hit a home run in the first. So don't go anywhere. Stay right there. You're watching the FCSAA tournament on YouTube. So we are back in Vero Beach. Dana Edmondson, leadoff hitter for Chipola, will lead off the inning. Only run of the game came on a Madison Reagan home run. She'll bat third this inning. Edmondson takes a strike. Edmondson was hit by a pitch and then caught stealing in the first on a strike him out, throw him out. Fouled off. So correction, it was 1-2, not 2-1. Pitch outside, 2-2. Gettins pitched every inning here for Florida Southwestern State. 2-2 count from Gettins to Edmondson. Edmondson fouls it off. There's nobody playing on that field back there anymore, so not disrupting the game. That one hit out into left center all the way to the fence. Edmondson blasted that one. She'll go into second easily standing up. Dana Edmondson stand up double. And Chipola has the leadoff runner on. Edmondson out of Panama City Beach, Florida. She's a sophomore outfielder. And now Gabriela Santos, the right fielder, will bat. Popped up. Collision between the catcher and the first baseman. That has to hurt. But the catch was made. So Florida Southwestern State gets the first out. Both of them are all right. That's good. Two tough players. That's Molly Rourke and Holly Ann Dorn. Strike on the outside corner, one out. Edmondson at second. And Madison Reagan, the home run hitter, is up. And 0-2, nice pitch. Pitch outside. Trying to get her to go after something out of the strike zone. I wouldn't throw anything near the strike zone here either. That one tapped foul down the third baseline. So Reagan hit a bomb home run to left field over the AmeriGas sign out there. Some fans threw it back. She gets jammed, hits one out into center, and the center fielder, Kryza Bulanati, comes in and makes the catch. And there are now two outs. Runner remains at second base. Now, Naleli Lopez will bat. Lopez out of Mexico, sophomore shortstop. Bunt laid down, foul. Score 1-0. Chipola leads on the strength of a Madison Reagan solo home run. Gettins in there trying to work out of a jam here. Leadoff hitter doubled. That was Dana Edmondson. She's been stranded out there at second. Santos popped up to the catcher, and Reagan flew out to center. And now it is up to Naleli Lopez to try to knock her in. Got some games coming up for you at, well, depending on this one gets over, about a half hour from when this one's over. Outside, still, and they're going to call her safe. Almost a really nice play and tag. Stolen base for Edmondson. She saw something and took off. One the count. Runner now at third. 1-1, 2 outs. Edmondson. A run out there on third base that Lopez would love to drive in. Lopez flew out to center in her first at bat. Gettins would love to get a strikeout right here. She's got one in each inning. Good crowd taking in the game. One fouled on the left field line. So 1-2 the count to Lopez. She steps back in. Gettin's ready. Gettin's the pitch. Up high, ball 2. That wind is really whipping out there in center field, swirling. It didn't bother Madison Reagan when she hit her home run, but it's tough to get one out unless you really hit it. And she did. That's exactly what she did for the only run of the game for either team. Chipola leads 1-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Northwest Florida and Seminole tied up 0-0. You can watch that game on YouTube as well. Go back out to the playlist, click on that one. You can watch them both at the same time. You're ready for a 2-2 pitch. They had to get some softballs back in there. There were a lot of foul balls. That one hit down the left field line, foul. Left fielder made a good effort for it, couldn't get to it. Pitch hit right back at the pitcher. What a catch. Unbelievable catch by Gettins, and that was just instinctual. She stuck her glove down there, somehow caught that. Wow. What a catch by Gettins to end the inning. That would have been a run if that hit off of her glove. And sometimes if you're the other team, you tip your cap and you say, nice catch. And that's all you can do there. We'll go to the top of the 4th. Florida Southwestern trails Chipola College 1-0. You're watching the FCSAA State and JCAA Region 8 tournament right here on YouTube. Florida Southwestern State College will open the top of the 4th. Hitting a long foul ball. Kayla Rungiafa batting, the designated player. She flew out to right field. Her first at bat. That one to third. That throw goes into the outfield. Rangiafa took a turn, but then went back to first, thought better of it, and said, I'll just take the base they gave me. Were a hit for that or a throwing error?
That's a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know. With a good throw, I think they could have had her by a couple feet, but ball one.
She will pull off that blade 9 times out of 10.
Was hit right at her. She had to come in, field it, make a throw. Not a fast runner either. We'll give her a hit. We'll give her a hit. That one inside now, 2-0. Runner at first is Rangiafa. And Holly Ann Dorn at the plate.
You can't keep them all happy. You will not make that play 9 out of 10 times. I don't think so.
Is it a will you or should you make it 9 out of 10? There's a difference. 3-0 now to Dorn. And so a tough situation here for the first time for the Chipola pitcher with no outs. Had to work around some issues with a runner at third, but not with nobody out. And if she can get this, come back, fight back from a 3-0 count to get this batter, that would be a big deal for the pitcher. One hit out to left. It's going to fade foul. Now 3-2. Alona Andringa, the pitcher. Holly Ann Dorn popped up. They're going to let it go foul. It's a smart decision. That one hit in fair territory, but then kicked foul. Three-two pitch coming up. Runner at first. Swing and a miss. Stolen base. Rangiafa. So the runner, if you're Florida Southwestern State, at least you got that runner to second base. It's a great pitch off speed to get Dorn swinging. And now Grayson Gladden will bat. Gladden hits one out to center field. Rangiafa bluffs. Throw comes in. Good job by the third baseman to block that one and not let it get away. 2 outs. Runner at second. Rangiafa has to stay put. Now Molly Rourke, the home run hitter, the power for Florida Southwestern State, will step in. It's Ilona Andringa. And we'll see who can win this battle. Base hit here could tie the ball game. Pitch low. They'll throw down to second, just letting her know. Swing and a foul tip into the glove for Molly Rourke. Strike makes it 1-1. Rourke hit a home run yesterday in the first round game against Florida State College Jacksonville. over 250 steals for Florida Southwestern State. They like to get on the bases and run that pitch inside. 2-1 to Rourke. Rourke singled back in the second inning. She'd love to pick up another single right here. It was a 2-out single with nobody on that time. This time she's got a runner out there at second. Inside corner, strike. 2-2 pitch coming. That one hit out and down. They're going to send her home. Got to play at the plate. Safe. And the runner will advance to second base. Tie ball game. She'll advance to second on the throw. The run scores. The catcher was not able to catch the ball. Rangiafa scores the tying run. And now Ritalik will bat. Score is 1-1. Florida Southwestern State has tied it up here with Chipola. First pitch down the middle for a strike. Not where the catcher wanted it, not where they were lined up. To thank Jeff Biddle and the rest of the crew at historic Dodgertown for making this tournament so wonderful. A lot of good feedback. That one hit out to left. Should be playable. The wind took that one, and the left fielder caught it back there in the corner a little bit more, and that would have been out. But made a catch, and Rangiafa gets a high five from the coach for that one, for driving in the tying run. We are tied at 1-1. We will be back for the bottom half of the fourth. For Chipola, due up, Brianna Sorrento, Courtney Davis, and Lexi Bassford. Brianna Sorrento leading off for Chipola College. Florida Southwestern State College Buccaneers tied the score on a Kayla Rangiafa RBI single with 2 outs. First pitch low, ball 1. We are in the bottom half of the fourth of this winner's bracket game at the FCSAA State Softball Tournament. The winner will advance to the winner's bracket final against the winner of Seminole State and Northwest Florida State. And those two teams are knotted up at 0 in the 5th inning. You can watch that game live right now on the YouTube channel. Went grounded to third. Going to be a long throw. Nicely done by the third baseman for the first out. That's Samantha Luckett, and she's out there for her defense. Courtney Davis will now bat. Davis sacrificed bunt and reached on a fielder's choice. Appreciate you tuning in to this broadcast of Chipola and Florida Southwestern State. Rounded foul to third base.
Hey, Brian, come back this way. You grab one of the Gatorade for me, please. Gatorade.
They'll check down. No. Did not go around. 1-2 the count. Obviously, we are running behind with a lot of games. That one fouled back. So those games that were scheduled for 2 are not going to be probably an hour late. Not sure why they schedule them so close together. I can't remember a tournament where a game took an hour and all the games took an hour and a half, and then there was a half hour to get the field ready to play again. It's almost never, ever on schedule. That one hit out to center. Bulinati takes it for the second out. Now Lexi Bassford, the catcher, will bat. Bassford struck out swinging back in the second. Bassford out of Mariana, Florida, local player for Chipola. Pitch down. That pitch in there for a strike. Now 1-2 the count, 2 outs. Nobody on for Chipola. Florida Southwestern State College Buccaneers tied it up in the last inning. That one hit out to center. Bulinati with a running catch to put it away for the third out. We're going to the fifth. We're tied up at 1. You're watching a good one here in the winners bracket. Over on field 8, they're tied up 0-0. 2 good games. Put them both on. The winners will advance to the winners bracket final. You're watching the FCSAA State NJCAA Region 8 tournament right here on YouTube. Back in Vero Beach at historic Dodger Town, Samantha Luckett will lead off. For the Buccaneers. Luckett grounded out to third. She tries to bunt. The catcher almost makes a spectacular play Not able to get to it, but great hustle. So strike one on Luckett. So they're giving the catcher here a second to catch a breather. Or maybe fix some equipment or something. Might be to fix some equipment, I believe. Well, we'll figure out what it is and let you know right when we come back. All right, we're ready to go. Again, the catcher got some equipment fixed up, and we're ready. 0-1
Yeah, both teams know going into the sixth inning.
to Luckett.
Sixth inning. Somebody just got a hit. I don't even know which team it was.
Well, both teams had a no-hitter in the Northwest Florida State College game until the 6th inning. So an 0-2 count now. Pitch up for ball one. Now 1-2 to Samantha Luckett.
So I guess you give him a ring-rated base hit and out at second? Yeah.
So now one down. Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties had to deal with real quick, but that is an out. Luckett now 0 for 2. And back to the top of the order, Marta Fuentes. And now let's see what's going on here. Fuentes is up, and we'll see the first pitch outside. Ball one. Center fielder playing shaded towards the left and in pretty shallow. Hence the reason she is in your frame right there. That one hit out to center. No, and it goes underneath her glove. That's going to get all the way to the fence. Fuentes is going to keep running. She's going to try to score. And she is going to score standing up. Fuentes with an inside the park home run. I think you probably give a single with an error because she should have at least kept it in front of her. I don't know if you can give him a home run on a ball hit right to somebody. A single, but I don't know. I'm also not the official scorekeeper. You are, Roger, so you make that call, my friend. I'm going to say it's whatever you say it is. She scored, so you can call it what you want to call it. She went all the way around, whether it's a single and a home run or I'm with you. That's a single and a three-base error. I'm sure she'd like to have that home run on her stats, but she also wouldn't want a cheap one. So, and she scored. She's not going to care. I'll tell you what, she flew around the bases, too. When that thing got past the center fielder, I think even Edmondson knew it was over. She was scoring. There was no chance. There's a bunt, and they are not going to have any chance at throwing her out. And Bulinati is on first, and you can bet she's going to try to steal right here. Bulinati is 1 for 1 now. She sack bunted and walked. Where Ahiko, 0 for 2, lined out to third and struck out. Having a mound meeting out there with Coach Hendricks. We'll step away for 1 minute. To where Ahiko will bat now after the discussion. And somebody has taken the lead over there. We'll check to see if it's Seminole or Northwest Florida. Someone is winning 2-0. You can always just check it out on the YouTube channel. That's a double play, I believe. And it is. And that is a base running blunder. A very bad base running blunder right there by Bulinati. That one could come back to hurt them. Yes, they took the lead, but you have one of your fastest runners in the state on first base. You cannot get doubled off because then you have a chance to steal second and maybe third with 2 outs. And that's a tough one to swallow. But a single and a 3-base error scores Marta Fuentes. She went all the way around, came in standing up for a 2-1 lead for the Buccaneers over the Indians. We'll be back. You're watching the FCSAA State Tournament right here on YouTube. So we are back in Vero Beach right here at historic Dodgertown. Florida Southwestern State College took the lead on a Marta Fuentes single, then a 3-base error. She hit a liner out to center. Edmondson came on for it. It got under her glove all the way to the fence, and Edmondson knew it as soon as it went under her glove that it was going to be a home run. To third, quick throw, and out. Nice play to get the out for the Southwestern defense. Luckett over to Dorn for the 5-3 put out. Make sure you check out the Vero Beach Inn and Suites next time you're in Vero Beach. Got newly renovated rooms. Smart TVs in all the renovated rooms. Got a great pool, nice conference center, nice room for a wedding. Quarter mile from I-95. That one's slapped, going to be a tough play. Comes on and it gets down. That's a fair ball. Going to be standing on second base. So that is a double for Ashley Morris. To Dana Edmondson now. She maybe try to redeem herself a little bit after that defensive miscue in the outfield. She has her chance right here. Knock that run in, and everyone will forget. Runner out there at second base. Ball one, one out. Chipola trails by a run. That one hit in the air. Another tough play, and it's going to fall into no man's land. So a single and two Texas Leaguers that have just fallen in for Chipola, and they've got a little bit of luck going their way now. Well, both teams find themselves a little bit of luck. That's okay. First and third, one out. And Gabriela Santos at the plate. Outside, they'll let the runner go. The leading run now at second base. Pitch in there for a strike, now 1-1 to Santos with runners at second and third. Edmondson at second and Ashley Morris at third. Morris doubled. Edmondson followed with a bloop single. That one tapped. They'll come home, and that was not the decision that should have been made. The score is now tied. And should have taken the out on that one. 2-2 the score. And that leading run over there on third.
Bad decision. I don't think there's a place in the book for stupid decision.
Just a fielder's choice. So Santos will reach on a fielder's choice, and now there are runners at first and third. Madison Reagan, she squares. Runner will take second. Pitch way outside. They may pitch around Reagan right here to give themselves a force at home. Yeah, they're going to go way outside. Unintentional, intentional walk. That's 3-0, and they're not going to come near the plate. Way outside, ball four, so the bases are loaded on an intentional walk. And now Naleli Lopez will bat with the bases loaded. Lopez ready. Gettins ready. Bases loaded, one out. Big situation for both teams. First pitch, a strike. Pitch was on the outside corner and poked out foul. Now 0-2. Gettins ahead of Lopez. Lopez steps back in. Gettins ready. 0-2 pitch. One out. Bases loaded. Outside. Ball one. Pitch high, 2-2. Great crowd taking in these two winners bracket games. Hope you've enjoyed our broadcasts. Make sure to subscribe to the FCSAA Sports YouTube channel. And we are ready. Lopez, 2-2 pitch. Popped up. Not if it's foul. No infield fly. So that one stays foul. So the first baseman catches it foul. Swing and a miss, so 2 outs and strike one. Bases still loaded. Brianna Sorrento. Sorrento reached on an error and grounded out to third. She's 0 for 2. That one popped up. Is it going to stay in? No. The wind takes it over towards the batting cage. But Gettins is ahead 0-2 with 2 outs. We are now ready to go again, I guess. Sorrento steps back in. Outside. One-two pitch coming. That one hit in the air. Second baseman calls it off, takes it. Chipola scores 1. And that will take us into the top half of the 6th. Due up, Kayla Rangiafa, Holly Ann Dorn, and Grayson Gladden for the Buccaneers. We'll be back. You're watching the FCSAA State Tournament right here on YouTube. Back in Vero Beach at historic Dodgertown. Rangiafa batting. She takes in for ball 1. Alona Andringa still in the circle for Chipola. Andringa, the number 1 starter, a 21-3 record this year. 144 innings, 153 strikeouts. 18 complete games, 6 shutouts. Allowed just 95 hits and 144 innings. Batters hit 185 against her. She allowed just 3 home runs in 144 innings. That's impressive in its own right. That one's outside. Now 3-0. She's trying to hit those corners, but she's hitting the glove. The catcher's just going a little bit too far out. This is a freshman-heavy team. There's only 1 sophomore on this Florida Southwestern State team, and that's Holly Ann Dorn. The rest are all freshmen. 3-1 now. Andringa trying to fight back. Rangiafa hits one out. That's going to fall in for a single. So both teams have kind of blooped some singles in, not really hitting the ball incredibly hard all too often. There have been some hard hit balls, but it has not been very often. That pitch just off the corner again. Excuse me, I put a strike up there. It was so close. That's a ball. 1-0. 1 on. Nobody out. Dorn almost looked like a pitch out. And Andringa having trouble throwing strikes right now. Pitch in there for a strike. Now 2-1 to Holly Ann Dorn. Dorn comes in as a .335 hitter to the tournament. 15 doubles to lead the team, 6 home runs, 41 RBI. 37 home runs as a team for Florida Southwestern. It's a tournament you should not count on coming in and hitting a bunch of bombs. There's a bunt. That's going to be a tough play. Safe at first base. Did they call her out? They call her out? Did he really call her out? Wow, so a sack bunt. I thought she beat that by a pretty good margin, actually. Now she slid, which may not have been the best decision. So Chipola gets the benefit of the doubt on that call. That's a game changer, potentially. I couldn't see the umpire, but I could see the bag, and she looked safe from here. And I think the other two gentlemen at this table here agree. Pitch outside. But you know what? The three of us combined opinion doesn't matter. Pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Well, if you're inclined and you want to go take a look at that one again, just rewind a little bit on YouTube, and then you can just go back to live. I don't have replay set up over here by myself. That one hit right up the middle. They are sending Rangiafa safe at home, a single. And then, and they're, holy smokes. Now this right here is a big, big, big call that has just taken place. They called the batter out of the box on the swing. Oh, my goodness. Chipola has picked up 2 huge calls in this inning. Unbelievable. And instead of it being a 3-2 game in favor of Florida Southwest, wow, Chipola has gotten the benefit of the doubt on 2 calls. That one is not called very often. But the umpire's right there. He's on top of it. He made the call right away. He's called 1 on each team. That just happened to be, wow, on a really, really, Well, the coach for Florida Southwest did not argue, so maybe that player has a history of doing that, and the coach knows that she flirts with that line, and call was made very definitively. And that's how it goes. Unbelievable. What a turn of events here in this inning. First a close call at first that looked safe, and then an out of the batter's box call on what would have been the leading run in the 6th inning. Would have given Florida Southwestern the lead. That one in tight, 2-2. That one hit off the glove of the shortstop. Throw comes in, run scores. So Rangiafa scores anyways on a 2-out hit by Molly Rourke. Rangiafa gives Florida Southwestern State College a 3-2 lead. What an inning this has been. This is unbelievable. This is why you play and why you watch. A single run in 3 straight innings has Florida Southwestern State College ahead 3-2. This has been unlike any game. That one hit the third. Throw across, picked out of the dirt for the 3rd out. But Florida Southwestern State scores a run on an RBI single by Molly Rourke, and now have the lead over Chipola College 3-2. Due up, Courtney Davis, Lexi Bassford, and Brooks Williams for the Indians. They need to get a run back. We'll be back with the bottom half of the 6th. From Vero Beach, you're watching the FCSAA State NJCAA Region 8 Tournament right here on the FCSAA Sports YouTube channel. Back in Vero Beach. And over on Field 8, Seminole State College has taken a 3-0 lead over the number 3 team in the country, Northwest Florida State College. That's a big one. Both Panhandle teams down.
Even after that call, they came back, got another fancy hit.
Courtney Davis fouls one down the line, strike one. That one hit to third. Throw across. And 5-3 for the putout. A 1 out, 0-1 count. Pitch right down the middle for a strike from Gettins. Seminole State College has given up 1 run now in 3 games if they can hold on and shut out Northwest Florida State. That is a pitching clinic by the Mid-Florida Conference runners-up. Pitch low and away. They won 3-0 their first game, 4-1 their second game, and now lead 3-0 again. So they're not putting up a bunch of runs, but they're scoring plenty when you're giving up 1 combined. Fouled back, staying alive, Courtney Davis. Davis sack bunt, reached on a fielder's choice in the second and flew out to center field in the 4th inning. So this is her 3rd at bat. She is 0 for 1. That one hit into, she has to field it, makes the throw. Oh, he said she caught it. Okay, said she caught it. So there's an out. Nice catch by the shortstop. First pitch, strike with 2 outs. That was a very athletic play by Warehiko at short. 0-1. Pitch coming. Slap to third. Throw across. 1, 2, 3 inning for the Indians. And the Buccaneers will come to bat in the top half of the 7th. We're headed there. 2 up for the Buccaneers. Samantha Luckett, Marta Fuentes, and Kryza Bulanati. We'll be right back. Back in Vero Beach, FCSAA State Softball Tournament, the 2016 edition. Lexi Betterman will pinch hit for Samantha Luckett. Luckett was 0 for 2. Luckett is really out there for her defense. Just hit 203 in the regular season, but plays a sparkling third base. Wind is whipping. In fact, the palm tree is getting blown so far over out in center field that it's actually running in front of the camera. That one hit and bounced back, foul. That had some nasty spin to it and spun all the way back into foul territory. Had a great game going here, 3-2. Buccaneers trying to add some insurance runs. Chipola will get a chance at the bottom of the 7th. Betterman, a .291 hitter, 7 RBIs, a couple doubles. Betterman, a freshman out of Blaine, Minnesota. Florida Southwestern from all over. New Zealand, 3 of them. Minnesota, New York, New Jersey, New York, Kentucky. Almost said New Jersey and New York twice. Although they do have 2 players from New York. First pitch to Fuentes. Is ball 1. Fuentes scored on a liner to center that got under the glove of the center fielder. It was a single that she scored on all the way. Once it got under the glove, it went to the fence. And honestly, the center fielder, Dana Edmondson, as soon as it went under her glove, she kind of knew it. She didn't even make a full run to go get the ball. She just sort of knew that it was going to be trouble and probably a home run. This one popped up in fair territory. Third baseman takes it. Ashley Morris with the catch. Krasabulanati will now bat. 2 outs. You are watching the 2016 FCSAA State Tournament on the FCSAA Sports YouTube channel. It's a nasty bunt. Nice play for the 3rd out. Well, a quick inning, and now Chipola will come to bat. They need at least 1. 2 would win it. You're watching the winner's bracket of the FCSAA State Tournament right here on the FCSAA Sports YouTube channel. Well, it's do or die time for the Chipola College Indians. They trail by 1 in the bottom of the 7th. Courtney Gettins will try to close the game out and pick up another win, her 3rd of the tournament. Ashley Morris will lead off. She doubled in her last at-bat, was stranded at 3rd. Samantha Luckett has re-entered the game. First pitch strike. We got some drama going on in the Seminole game over there. Sounds like a collision in the outfield. You may want to put that one on as well. Don't go anywhere on this one, obviously. Bottom of the 7th and a 1-run game. just some drama waiting to happen in this one. That one hit out to right center, I should say. So Morris singles her second straight hit. 9-hole position, coming up with a big hit, and now she represents the tying run with the top of the order. Dana Edmondson coming up. Edmondson is 2 for 2 with a double, a single, and a hit by pitch. Seminole State College has defeated Northwest and has moved to the finals of the winners bracket with a 3-1 victory over the number 3 team. Northwest Florida State College is still in the tournament. They are not knocked out. Coach, congratulations to Coach Courtney Miller and the Raiders. She's one of the best. I'll tell you that. Coach Byerly will have the Raiders ready for their next game. They will play at 5 o'clock against the winner of State College of Florida and Gulf Coast. Dana Edmondson up 0-2. That one hit. Nice play, but safe. First and second, nobody out. Chipola is cooking right now. And they got the number 2 hitter, Gabriela Santos, up. 424 hitter, 14 doubles, 45 RBI, 64 hits. Chipola hit 358 as a team, 337 for Florida Southwestern State. So Gabriela Santos with the tying run at second and the winning run at first. And nobody out with Madison Reagan and Naleli Lopez on deck. I would imagine she'd be bunting, or at least slapping. She bunts. They take the out at first, take the smart play. So a successful sack. Now second and third, 1 out. So they're making some sort of a change here, a pinch runner possibly, I'm not sure yet. Madison Reagan's not going to come out. That's the last change he's going to make. Now you've got Morris and Edmondson already out there. Coach Hendricks has done that a couple times. I don't know exactly what he's talking to the umpire about, but he's done that 2 or 3 times. It's been sort of a long delay, and he's talking to the umpire about something. They're going to put Reagan on. They're not going to stand up and do it, but they're going to put her on. And I think this is the only move to make at this point. Got to give yourself a force at every base. Good decision. (3-0). And see how far outside the catcher is set up. So an intentional walk issued to Reagan for the second time today. Bases loaded, 1 out. Chipola trails by 1. Courtney Gettins. Bunt goes down. Safe at home. Score is tied. A squeeze bunt with the bases loaded. Can't really, I mean, I don't know if it's a sacrifice if it was bases loaded. It's not really a sacrifice with bases loaded. Fielder's choice, or do you give her a hit? Can you sacrifice with the bases loaded? I don't think you can sacrifice with the bases loaded. So Chipola with the winning run at third base. They have executed in every way, shape, or form this inning. Brianna Sorrento at the plate. Popped up foul towards Jason and Christina. Bases full of Indians. Courtney Gettins trying to work out of this jam. Winning run at third base, bottom of the 7th, winner's bracket. Strike 2. Got to put something in the outfield here if you are Sorrento. That is your job right now. You have to hit the ball into the outfield. Now 0-2. There it is. Ball game over. Chipola College wins and advances on to face Seminole State College in the winner's bracket final. Winning run comes in on the winning hit by Brianna Sorrento. 2 runs for Chipola College. And the Indians have won. Florida Southwestern State College will move down to play the winner of Indian River and Florida State College Jacksonville. What a game. What a tournament so far. 2 o'clock games coming up right here on Field 7. Florida State College of Jacksonville against Indian River. Over on Field 8, we got State College of Florida versus Gulf Coast. Plenty more action for you. About a half hour from now, we'll have that Indian River game. Thank you for tuning in. Chipola wins. Chipola wins 4-3. On behalf of Kelly Warren, Scott Jameson, Tyler Allen over there, Laurel Sue Smith, Jeff Biddle, and the rest of Dodgertown, thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you right back here again. Chipola's next game will be tonight at 7. We'll have that game as well. They'll be playing Seminole in the winner's bracket final. The team that wins that one will advance to the national tournament. We'll see you in about a half hour for Florida State College of Jacksonville and Indian River. Once again, Chipola College wins 4-3. 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning to come back and get the win. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.